guys, it's me Aurie and I'm finally back with some content. I've only recently gone back to the game and I started maining Cheerleader, the new character, and this is one of my most recent gameplays. So let's get started. So we're going against the Ripper. There's Gravekeeper, Mercenary, and Doctor as well. So as you can see, Mercenary spawned in the middle. So Ripper does decide to go to one of the key spawns. But unfortunately for the Ripper, Mercenary is not the most viable first chase. So later on you'll see the Ripper move on and try to find another target. So you'll see soon that Mercenary elbow pads away from the Hunter, and of course this was another factor that influenced Ripper's decision to change targets, because it made enough distance that Mercenary was entering Factory, which is an incredibly good area to kite. But also it is just important to note that this helps out everyone in the early game because you're not feeding presence to Hunter, and you're also making sure that the main rescuer is fully healed and ready to rescue. So here, as you can see, the Hunter actually finds me next, and I use my speed boost after I go through the pallets, because I assumed, and what Ripper actually did was use his Foggy Blade to try and hit me, because normally in this case you would put down the pallet and get hit. So I flywheel here and immediately head to the direction of Shack, because I knew that he was going to be able to hit me, but I wanted to drag on my kite and make sure everyone else had more time to decode. So here I thought I would get hit, so I did try to juke him a little bit, and unfortunately Ripper did miss his Foggy Blade, but I did end up getting hit as well. So I used the speed boost to transition into sandbags. So now I'm just making sure I'm looking back once in a while, especially when vaulting windows is with Ripper, as they can immediately Foggy Blade you. So I try to make more distance by using my next speed boost, and I transition into this next pallet. So throughout this kite, I'm just making sure to put some distance between the Ripper and I, because one of the main ways to kite against the Ripper is to do long distance kiting. So here, as you can see, I immediately turned right because I predicted that the Hunter would try to Foggy Blade me as I vault the pallet. So here I'm just putting down the pallet to just drag on my kite slightly longer, and I knew I was gonna die soon, so I just tried dying in a corner. So if you guys look at the ciphers at the moment, there are 3 left and 2 that are being worked on. So in this scenario, my team and I needed one whole new cipher, but we had 2 ciphers that were midway and completely done as well. So by getting rescued once or twice without having our rescuer stuffed, it would at least ensure a tie. So here Gravekeeper does a really nice save here and gets hit out of his shovel rather than get injured. So I pinged help me to get him the body block when he won, so I could transition into deep sandbags. So although going towards deep sandbags in this kind of situation is fine, they were working on the last cipher here, so I realized too late and I tried to transition out of it. But what I could have done was transition to Factory or something similar, just so I would have a new area to kite. And here I tried to juke the Hunter's Foggy Blade, but unfortunately that didn't succeed. So now Doctor is coming over to support, and while Gravekeeper and Mercenary are finishing and priming the last cipher. So as you can see here, Mercenary leaves the last cipher to come in for a double rescue. And here Doctor rescues me, and she tries to body block for me and does a really beautiful job. And then just so we could drag on a little bit more time for Gravekeeper to prime the cipher. But when Gravekeeper told us, I pinged to tell them to pump the cipher, because I knew if I got the speed boost and used my own, I could transition into Factory and try to kite a bit more longer while dragging the Hunter away from both gates, so we could secure that win. Unfortunately, I did get down here, so what I should have done instead was run to the pallet, and then as I saw him swinging at the pallet, I flywheel so I could actually even get the pallets done. But I was able to buy enough time for them to open both gates, and thus we were able to get a win.